Hi Virgo, this is your forecast for the month of February 2018. This is a general reading for Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, or Virgo Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign as well. You can join me on Facebook and Instagram for daily insights on tarot and astrology, as well as my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/thealchemistastrologer, where you can find on-demand pages for love, finance, and other readings. Your weekly readings will always be free here on YouTube, but if you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'm now at patreon.com/thealchemistastrologer, and all of this information is down below in the description box. Now, the last week you have the Hierophant, so we're ending on a major card. So the outcome of situations this month are likely to be out of your control. Now, for some of you, you're dealing with somebody, if this is a celebration, this could be some type of ceremony that's taking place. Or you are connecting with people who are educators or teachers, or you're dealing with students or advisors, people that can be a mentor, people that are wise, that have information and knowledge, which is a theme of your reading this month. Knowledge, information, sharing. And so you may be dealing with people who are willing to do that in whatever capacity, as a business advisor, as a doctor, as far as healing, as a counselor, as far as marriage, or arbitrating some legal situation, a consultant for business, maybe somebody who's giving you spiritual knowledge. This is just somebody who has knowledge that they're willing to offer. They're a leader as far as giving out information. And this week speaks of intention, either on your part or that of others, and doing what is expected. This is a week of the traditionalists. And again, there's a strong emphasis on Taurus. But if not, this is all about following conventional wisdom, or doing what is morally required, or following a code or a standard, a guideline. So that could be important this week. Seeking advice, giving it out, following a code of behavior. Who's the authority? What's the establishment doing? What do they think? And falling in line with some structured system. So it could represent some form of institution. It could be the government. It could be a bank. It could be your job. It could be school. Just wherever you have to conform to the rules and the law of the land. And this could be a very productive period for you. Again, where you're very creative. You're growing something, your talent, a project, a relationship. You're combining with others. So you're getting a lot done. Or you've made some decisions that are going to cost you in some way, some kind of repercussion. And again, it may be because of some excess, or some participating in some gossip, or some rumors, or a secret that's been revealed. And so things are going to kick up a notch this week in any part of your life. Could be professional, it could be your home life, could be with your love partner, could be all of it. So naturally, this is going to be a very exciting period, an adventurous period, but also very challenging. There are going to be a lot of demands made on you this week. And it's important who you share your world with, who you bring into your world. So you need to be very picky about your lovers, your partners, your associates, because those may be creating problems for you in some way. What you're sharing, who's sharing what with you, what's being said, what's being passed along, that's important now, because this is going to be a week where there's some kind of drama. Maybe somebody's throwing out some accusations or some rumors, again, or some secrets, and they may or may not involve you. And you're going to find it very difficult to backtrack out of a situation. So, maybe you're thinking about some things. You're connecting with others. You're taking stock. You're weighing your options. You're combining with other people to come up with some good ideas. And in the positive, you're very focused. You're productive, and you're willing to compromise. You're using that Empress to smooth some things over, to relate in a good way, and look at other people's point of view. And because of that, some of your relationships this week are going to grow stronger. But for some of you, you're looking at your relationships and you're deciding that maybe you still deal with this person, but only on a very low level. You may feel very discouraged by the outcome of a situation, and especially if you had some high expectations. There was something you wanted to play out a particular way, or you were projecting something on a person and you thought that they had these particular traits, and you got a reality check. You may feel very cheated. And it's probably because there's been some ongoing inconsistencies in the relationship. Somebody, either their behavior or their communication, didn't measure up. Too many broken promises, too many times falling short, too many times when somebody didn't show up. And it's going to reflect poorly either on the professional standing or the personal life. And for some of you, this is centering around the financial. There's some ongoing money problems that continue to be a source of concern. Now, some of you, you're being very reckless. You're breaking out of the box. You're not following conventional wisdom. And that can be a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe you need to be more original, but sometimes it's important, to follow the rules. Some of you, this is a week where you may be breaking with the tradition and doing something very unorthodox. You may be getting some bad advice, or maybe you're closing yourself off to some advice because you're being very dogmatic. Some of you, you're participating in extreme behavior. The Empress is acting out, and you're just focused on the material. For some of you, the issue of being secretive is still important. There's some misrepresentation, or there's some propaganda being put out there. Whatever it is, you're either bucking the system just because, or you're being very traditional and dogmatic in your approach. So it's important to, try to hit that middle ground. And again, it may require that you take a time out from a situation, because you could be making some reckless decisions based on some information or choices that you make. Maybe you're doing something even dangerous and you don't even realize it. So this is a period for you to be mindful of what you're doing based on not just your intuition, but also fact. Check the facts again and again before you move forward to make a decision, because you may let your emotions get the better of you and you start making decisions based on how attracted you are to someone or something, or how irritated you are with someone or something. And you may start coming up with schemes and justifying that because of how you feel.